Clark Partners.
I'm Ron Clark. Thank you for coming back to our second rehab field trip on this property. And several of you were here last week just looking at this before we did anything to it, and I see a couple of new faces out here as well. And right behind us here is a big dumpster. This is actually the second dumpster, pretty much filled up. So you can see most of this is trashed out, and the kitchen is gone, and it's going to look completely different. We've been going through here with an architect and our contractor, figuring out, we've got some permitting issues we're still trying to figure out. And yeah, we've also walked through here with an interior design consultant, just because there's some funky stuff in the layout. And came up with some ideas, and we're just about finalized on that. And come back out here after we're done. We're going to run a little raffle with a couple of prizes, so don't run away. And shall we just start walking on through? Let's check out this house.
Anybody have any questions before we jump on in?
What was the purchase price? I wasn't here last week.
Purchase price on this was $117,000. It also had $10,600 in city fines that literally minutes before we recorded, we were able to negotiate and get a new demand for $4,200. So we saved $6,400 on that. So it's big. But since we're out front, I mean, obviously the landscape. Some of you heard this before. We're going to take out almost this entire patio roof here. Keep a cover over the door. We can switch the door around to open the other way. It'll make sense once we're inside. And but just redo this so it's open lattice. Just give a bit more curb appeal, more openness. I mean, the garage door obviously is going to be replaced. We'll paint, restucco, do all the termite. Roof is mostly going to be replaced, maybe 100%. Find out more when we get up there. Seal cracks in the sidewalk. Driveway.
For those who weren't here last week, curb appeal is huge.
It's huge.
People make a decision when they're going to buy a house within the first 10 to 15 seconds of pulling up to the driveway.
Yeah.
Before they even go inside.
Yeah.
So
if they don't like your house before they get through the front door,
they might not even make it to the front door.
Yeah, they might not make it through the front door, and if they do, they've already got that negative impression, and now they're just convincing themselves why they don't want it.
Correct.
I mean, you walk up, and you just love the frontage, what you're walking into. You already feel like you're coming to your house.
And they can't wait to see what's inside.
They can't wait, and now they're looking for reasons to reinforce that, why they want to buy it. It's really that simple. So curb appeal is going to be huge, and we're going to do a lot of work on that. So this place, how many people were here last week before we cleaned it up? How nasty was the inside of this house last week? Were you afraid to touch anything? Did you feel like you might burn your shoes before you went, got back in your car? This was a nasty house. Now, people ask us if we're like, hey, do you find treasures? Do you want to clean it out? Do you want to sell stuff? And you're like, I don't want to sift through anything. I just want to set it on fire and run. So the kitchen is completely tore out here. You see, we're gonna take this wall out as well. Talking with our contractor about what to do with this post. You can take it completely out and then have your whole wraparound. We're going to leave this section open, have a wraparound counter top right here. We're going to have and it's all going to be stainless steel. Everything's stainless steel. We have a sliding stove here. We have a nice glass hood enclosure over. We've done before. It looks beautiful. And then you've got all your nice granite countertop over here. The sinks. This used to be this utility closet. You remember the door that was right here? Another feng shui thing, walking in the room, staring right into the door, so we're going to wall this off. We took the closet out, made the kitchen bigger. We're going to take the drywall up to here, so it'll be a little wider. The fridge is just going to slide back in here. This is going to all be open. So there'll be two ways that the whole kitchen, you have an entry here, and then you have an entry here. So this will be like the countertop island.
So let's talk about materials in this neighborhood, particularly.
All right, what would you like to say about materials?
Well, so are we in La Jolla? No, so we don't have to use La Jolla materials, although the way that Kucan and Clark does it is we really like to be the best in the neighborhood and sell it for the same price. So we're still going to use granite. We're going to use some mid-grade cabinets, some custom cabinets.
Yeah.
And
really
in this we're going to use engineered wood floored.
Hardwood, not like thin laminate, but it'll have like 3 layers to it. So you sand it a couple of times. So good hardwood floors.
Travertine in the bathrooms.
Yeah, and we may put travertine in the kitchen right out by the bar. We'll play with that look. We've done that before, or we've just hardwood the whole thing. One interesting thing with the kitchen, just things to think about. Look versus money. This post right here. We can take this whole wall out and have it all counter, or we can keep this post and have the counter this would be on the inside corner and keep it.
We're making it a 6x6 post, so it's going to be a bigger one.
But it'll be there. Well, we've got this gas line right here, okay? And you've got the stove right here. You could have this gas line come down inside this post. It'll be underneath the cabinetry, and then it'll feed your stove. If you take this whole wall out, well, this gas line's going to then have to come down from this wall. It's going to have to come down into the floor. We'd have to saw cut the concrete and lay a line through. Because you don't have countertop and cabinetry coming all the way to here. This is open, right? Coming into this dining room area. And then come up in the stove. And you're talking about $1,000 just to do the saw cutting and replacing maybe some rebar, and then you're adding more just to look at it to see if you can do it.
Not to mention, we would need to put a header here because this is a supporting wall.
This is a minor
This would have to come all the way up to here.
And everything up here, right? Turns out the truss and the roof are the major support. There was thought that this would be a supporting wall, but we just had our architect here. He left like 20 minutes ago. We were going through the whole house, and he helped us realize that this isn't an entire supporting wall. We could take this all out with some we'll keep it if we want. What we're thinking of doing, just to give it a nice look, is we'll put some corbels into the corners and put it all in. We're going to hand texture on the walls. It's not going to be orange peel. It's again, that sort of La Jolla look. Doesn't cost that much more, but it looks very high end. And then bulbos around all the corners, all hand textured. Yes. About the ceiling. Ceiling, of course, is going to be scraped, and that'll be hand textured like the walls. Okay.
Does that have to be identified as special contractor, or is this not asbestos?
This is not asbestos, but because it's pre-1978, you need to actually pre-1981. So you need to have a contractor
that's licensed and bonded.
Licensed for asbestos removal to either do it or to at least oversee it. So you've got something that signs off on it. And basically, they do it as wet work, so you don't have dust. They've got drapes up and stuff. So it's just controlling all the dust. But you do in California have to have a license for something. Same thing with lead-based paint. Pre-1978. That's the 78 thing. That's the lead-based paint thing. Same thing. You have to have somebody licensed for that. Yes.
Did you have it tested for asbestos?
You can have it tested for asbestos, or just have somebody licensed do it, and you're fine.
Assume that it's there.
Just assume it is, and
take the necessary precautions.
And document it and save that. So anybody asks, another inspector comes in. The lead-based paint stuff. Actually, you are required to file with the city that license and that you did it under less code. Some people don't realize that and they're not doing it. And then this is sort of I think this is the second year. It started last year. The second year that this does not come in. But you are supposed to document it and send something to the city that it was done that way, just to have it on that right. Any other questions before we move to the second room here?
What did these plans cost to draw up?
Mike,
Yeah.
I think
how much are the plans to draw up?
The total plans with the engineering and
he's the contact.
the
Architect left.
the Title 24 is going to cost about $4,500.
Yeah, so everything all together
Is about
instead of doing that, we still expand the bedroom, and we'll take this whole wall off here, and we'll make this the closet on this side. And then you move the bathroom door on this side. So you enter the bathroom from here, and the closet's over there.
Yeah.
So, and by doing that, now you actually make the whole room bigger over here by a couple of feet. Have a door here, so you get a bigger room. You get a slightly smaller closet, ladies. and, and we don't open up this whole corner here.
Yeah.
So my question, and it's to everybody, but it really is especially to women, because this is the master bed, master bath, and closet. So guys, you're not really in on the decision in the house, so sorry. But what do you think? What ideas? Do you like keeping the closet?
How much closet space do you lose?
You're going to lose, this is a 9-foot closet, it'll turn into a 7-foot closet, so you'll lose a couple of feet.
And then we've got the mirrors on the closet
Yeah,
to give it that
the
bigger
mirror doors.
expansion.
Yeah, we do that, we do the mirror doors.
And what I have to do, I have to be very careful in my organization, so I just do the baskets up above, and I buy the nice hangers that are real thin, and I make it work. And
Yeah, and we'll make all this gone. It's going to be
How much
rerouted.
how much are you planning on renting this out? How far?
Well,
No more than
about
2
8,
feet.
But we'd also bring the whole closet up.
Okay, so now we're down to here.
Right, and then the closet would then come back, have a cabinet here. Now this door can actually slide over if that's fine. So you're not right on the cabinetry, so to speak.
That's not bad though, if you were to, you know, keep it and maybe open, like have some cabinets, but then have some open, but, you know, open shelving, but to use that as a, what kind of closet am I looking for?
Maybe, yeah, because we want to get through the permitting. We want to have this thing mostly put back together when we bring you back out. So, you know, windows will be in, electrical and plumbing will be done, drywall, ceilings, all that, and you know, hopefully a lot of the texture and stuff. Like I said, we're doing hand
Possibly some
texture,
cabinets.
bull nose. Might just be some stuff on the upstairs not done until they get the inspector in and clear it, and they'll blow through it. And then again, when it's all 100% done and even staged and beautiful and perfect, ready for you to buy it. Now, we didn't tell you really. It's all a trick to get you to buy it later. so that's it.
So that's the 12th?
And whoever wasn't here last week,
It'll either be the 12th or the 19th.
12th and 19th.
12th or the 19th, and we're thinking
We'll
probably,
send- we'll
most
send
likely the
another-
19th.
we'll send another
Yeah.
social media marketing.
We'll send it out.
So
Exactly.
everybody gets a copy. And whoever wasn't here last week, we actually handed $1,000 in cash
Yep.
to the person who referred us the property, which was our next door neighbor.
There you go.
So
And we do that all day long.
we do that all day long. So if you guys run into something, maybe you don't know how to close the deal, or you don't know what questions to ask, pick up the phone, give us a call right away. I mean, we can walk you through even if you're sitting there with the clients.
If you just get our toe in the door, we'll take over from there. We'll sell ourselves, and it doesn't matter whether we make money in the property or not. All we have to do is close escrow
Right.
and
I think,
pay $1,000.
Jay was in the business for quite a while.
Run this house with us.
So our profits should be close to, if we did it right, between $70,000 and $80,000 net profit on this. So, and then Jill get half.
That's great.
Well, I'm sorry, Jay's wife who gets half.
Yeah, Jay goes back to work. Find another out.
What's the time frame we're looking at?
It's about 5 weeks.
About 5 weeks when the house is done, 6 weeks back to market. You know, and there could be, give or take a week or two with the permitting issues. But we get through these pretty quick. All your contractors. The match.
803-800.
All right.
And one.
Did you get $1,000 last week? Did you come late?
Rigged.
Are we going to the backyard or?
No, we got one more raffle.
One more raffle. Now this one is actually good for
Yeah, we're raffling on one more prize.
we're gonna, whoever wins gets to have lunch with us on us. And you get to sit down and ask us a bunch of questions for at least an hour.
Yeah.
So, and you guys get to pick where you go to a reasonable. Remember, we spent all our money on this place. We don't have anything left.
So McDonald's and Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Lunch and Q&A with Kucan and Clark.
Can we pick the place as
Yeah,
well?
you get to pick where you want to go to lunch.
Bali, that little...
Within reason.
793.
Congrats.
You're a ticket.
Thank you.
Duck pond. That's all right. We actually will probably end up buying some of his houses.